These horsemen ride with the fist down inside, with heads like thunder, the rock of your pride. We'll have no mercy for big, far and wide.
What is happening, Whiskey Chaser fam? Out here, I was wiping down the Yamaha Bolt here. It was so dirty and gross. It's been raining over the past couple of weeks, and we live underneath a tree canopy here. I noticed something while I was trying to wipe this off. Let me show you real quick. All right, so I was had my towel here. I was trying to wipe off some of this dirt, wipe off some stuff down here, and I got down here, and I was like, you know, it seems awful wet. That towel really wasn't all that wet, and I'm looking, and I'm like, man, this smells real bad. Felt right up under here. Yeah, it is leaking gas. I don't know what from, but there's gas all over this. So I'm gonna have to take this tank off and see what that's all about. I don't really want to have to do that, but I don't see much choice. So let's drag this thing out and see if we can figure out what the hell's going on. I kind of thought something was up because last time that I rode this thing, I thought I had filled it up with gas. Then I went to go start it up again, and for some reason it wasn't full. So I thought, maybe I didn't fill it up. Maybe I was just thinking I filled it up. Now that we got this leak going on, makes a lot more sense. I'm really hoping it's something that just kind of walked itself loose. Doesn't look like it's the fuel line. It looks like it's coming from the fuel pump itself. Dang, man. So much gas coming out of this thing. Not only that, but I'm getting attacked by mosquitoes. Holy crap. Oh, all right. Oh, let's see what we got. All right, this is where, like, it was all inside of this thing. It was like, this goes underneath here, and it was all cupped up inside of this. I don't feel any leaks or anything around here. What I'm thinking happened possibly is the part that goes on the end of the fuel pump here wasn't all the way on. Whenever the fuel pump was activated, it was just squirting like half into that and then half into the into this little cup here. So I'm actually going to connect it back up real quick and then turn it on and see if fuel comes out with that part connected. I don't know. That's kind of where my head's at. I know that gas dries really quick, and so it's really kind of hard to see where it could possibly be coming from, but there's not really a seal around here, and I don't feel any chunks or anywhere that it could be coming out. So I'm gonna hook it up real quick, see what happens. All right, I was actually going to put it back on, but as I turned the tank back upside down, I noticed that you can see it leaking right there. The top part around where the fuel pump is connected to the tank is dry, but it seems to be leaking from the two parts that are joined. So it looks like I'm gonna flip this over, take that off, and then see if there's like a bad seal or something. I don't know, I'm learning. Woo! It is hot. I really hope I don't have to replace this, because these fuel pumps on these bikes, for some reason, they're so expensive, and they're really hard to come by, even from Yamaha. I gotta find the Torx bit, I guess, for these. Interesting. Alright, so it's actually a star, not a Torx, but who the hell knows anymore, especially when they're this small. There's probably some mechanic that's going to chime off in the comments saying I should know the difference just by blah blah blah, but I got them all, so it doesn't really matter. What's going on in here? Oh, hello. Okay, yeah, so that, I don't know if you can see it, is very cut. Alright, so I guess the fuel pump is still good. It's just that O-ring right there is leaking. And I'll have to see if I can find one. How the hell did that even happen? It's so weird. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to get a replacement OEM one. I might just have to measure this one and order an O-ring that fits in here. Alright, well, at least we solved that problem. Let me go see if I can find another one. In the meantime, at least we got another bike to ride.
Alright, so I got my little O-ring here, put it in a little protective case. Hopefully I can go find something. Trying to see, I guess, if Ace Hardware has an O-ring. I posted it in a forum last night about trying to find a replacement, and that's what kind of everybody said. Even a guy who used to work there was like, oh yeah, you should check out Ace Hardware because we carry an array of different rings, O-rings, stuff like that. So gonna see if I can find something to make it work. And if I can't, then I guess I'm gonna have to, I don't know, just find some gasket tape or something that I can put in there to make up for that little bit. I forgot to zip my bag because it's not much. It's just a tiny little nick. That's all it is that's making that gas leak out. Of course, it doesn't take much for a liquid, especially something like gasoline, to be able to like slip through. I don't know. I guess we're just gonna have to see what Ace has to offer. While we're on our way over to Ace Hardware, I'd like to invite y'all to like, comment, subscribe on the video if you like this sort of content. As anybody who's watched the videos for a while now, you know that the last probably almost year I've had the Bolt, I've been struggling with it. It really kind of started in May of last year when we rode the bikes from New York City down to Gatlinburg and then to Nashville, turned around and rode them back. Hit so much rain coming through Pennsylvania, it really started screwing with the intake and the fuel injectors. Well, eventually got those figured out. While I was doing that, I guess I somehow screwed up the spark plugs because the spark plug gap was so bad that it was making it misfire. I got that part figured out. The shifter got seized up, so I had to remove the shifter, take out the spindle, clean it all up, grease it up, put it all back together, and then it started working correctly. And now we're on to the fuel pump, and there's a freaking cut in the gasket, which I don't even know how in the hell that would even happen because, dude, I tell you, it's just one thing after another. Like, I don't know, man. I'm not sure. There are little moving parts in there, so, you know, there is always a possibility of just something touching somewhere, moving something slightly, and it causes a little cut, which causes a leak. But going through this journey and learning about this motorcycle has been really eye-opening. I feel like it's starting to get to the point where this whole thing is almost going to be completely and totally customized at this point. I still want to ride that bike. I still want to do stuff on it. I really want to turn it into a chopper, but that's going to take a whole lot of work. And then it's funny because I'm going to get this thing, get it all back together and running right, and then we're going to have to just rip it all apart and redo it again. Then I think we could do it. I've seen weirder builds. I have no idea where this Ace Hardware is. I don't even know if I went the right direction. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I passed it because I don't think it's past Dino's. Ugh. I'm the worst. Been here for 9 months now and I still don't know which direction I'm freaking going. That's okay, we'll figure it out right. Just blast through the middle of some neighborhoods. People out here walking their dogs and I'm just riding through here with this loud ass Dyna. I'll learn one of these days. All right, here's Ace. Let's see if they got what I'm looking for here. All right, so they did seem to have something that I can use. As you can see, there's a little 1-inch, I think that's a 1-inch O-ring in there. This little repair kit, faucet repair, blah, 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 I don't know. But I took the other one out and it seemed to fit. I don't know if it's going to be an exact fit. Hopefully it will be well enough to get in there and keep that fuel from coming out. And it was only $4, so if that fixes it, great. If it doesn't, I mean, $4. Sucks to lose out on $4. That could buy me a beer, but at the same time, not too bad. I think I'm going to stop and get me some whiskey. Yeah. I think we're going to do that. All right, whiskey time, and then we'll see if we can get this whole thing with this fuel pump figured out.
A few moments later.
Headed back, gonna get this thing fixed, gonna have a little bit of whiskey, and then gonna go out to dinner tonight, and I'm going to enjoy the rest of my day. The reason I'm gonna enjoy the rest of my day is the same reason why I have a Patreon member of the week this week, who is Parker the Coyote, my partner, my friend, my girl, everything, the badass chick that she is, even though she's technically not a Patreon, but we'll keep that on the down low just to kind of help her out and celebrate it. She is going to be this week's Patreon member of the week because it is her birthday today, and I'm here to help celebrate that with her and dedicate this video to her. She does so many things for me that are just absolutely amazing. I can't thank her enough for being there with me, moving to New York with me, moving to Nashville with me, going on this journey of motorcycle vlogging and figuring out what the hell we're doing with our lives. And you know, it's gonna be the last year of her 20s. She is now the same age that I was when we met, which is just kind of crazy to think about, that we've been together for so long. And you know, it's not always the best. There's ups, there's downs, but you know, we're solid. Awesome to be with somebody like that who supports you and who allows you to go travel all over the country on your motorcycle, and then who also goes and does her own traveling on her motorcycle. She's planning a trip with some girls right now, and that's amazing to me that she could take what we've had in this community, meet these girls, and then plan a trip together. I can't express my gratitude enough to Parker for being there with me, and so I'm giving her this week's Patreon member of the week. Love you, baby, and happy birthday, everybody. Go down in the comments below, wish Parker a happy birthday, and then go to her Instagram, give her a follow, because she needs more followers because she deserves it. So go do that. All right, see you at home.
All right, folks, we are out here again. So I have my old gasket right here. You can see has the cut in it. This is the new one, and they're pretty similar. Not an exact match, but I actually went through and tried to find the closest one I could that was a little bit smaller, so that I knew whenever I put it on here I could stretch it over the edge. The problem with this, you can't ever find diagrams of this thing taken apart. It's always together, it's always one piece, which is a big pain in the butt. So it's pretty interesting how this thing works. Actually, while we have it apart, I can go ahead and talk about it. So fuel actually comes up through this. This is where the main part of the filter is, and then goes through these. This has a little part right here that rotates. You can see it's got a little elevation on it right there, and that part rotates around, and while it's rotating it pushes on these three little plungers right here, which all act as a pump. Each one is its own little pump that pumps it through. Pretty ingenious little setup. Not sure how many of these have been apart on the internet before. I don't know, and I'm not sure if Yamaha uses it for anything else. It's pretty neat. Kind of a pain in the butt to deal with, but still neat nonetheless. All right, so I put the tank back on. I haven't hooked anything up yet. I put it back on because when I turned it upside down last time, I could see the gas dripping out from where the fuel pump is. So far, I'm moving it around, trying to get it to move some gas around, and I don't see anything wrong. So I'm gonna go ahead and hook everything back up. We'll prime the pump and see if anything comes out. All right, so everything's hooked up. I haven't attached the tank yet. It's still loose, but I'm gonna prime it and I'm gonna see if anything comes out from over here or if it's still dry, which it's still dry right now, so that's good. Seems good. Try it again. Yeah. All right, let's see what it's like when we start her up. Seems dry. No fuel's coming out. That might have did the trick. So I took the fuel pump apart again and I put it all back together. Apparently when I put it back together, there's like a little plastic ring that has these like indents in it. There's 3 of them and it goes around those 3 little pumps. And I guess I had that twisted so it wasn't sitting correctly. So I put that back in there the right way, kind of like took it all apart, put it all back together, blah, blah, blah. Made sure that, you know, the O-ring that I got was really seated in there. And then I put it back on, started it up. It seems to be working pretty well. There's no backfiring or anything like that, which is great. However, I don't know how it's gonna run until we get it on the road. So let's do that. Let's see if we can get her down the street, see how it feels, see how it rides, if there's any popping or backfiring, anything like that. I have a feeling we're really, really close, guys. I have a feeling we're really, really close to getting this thing completely and fully road-worthy again. All right, let's get on the road, see how this runs. See you there.
Let's go. Try it out. See how we feel. Well, it's certainly running like it used to. As I figured, we are low on gas. I just put 3 gallons in this thing and I probably lost about 2 in this whole fiasco. I'm gonna go down to the gas station, make sure it's not leaking still. And then I think Parker and I are gonna go get a birthday drink. Because today is Parker's birthday, mine is on Tuesday, and it's probably gonna rain. And then I gotta work all day tomorrow. Sunday is the Packers game, which is gonna be great. Packers-Bears, first game of the season. But I gotta get this video up and edited, ready to go, so that I can go there and watch that. I think during football season, I'm gonna try to get this video up right before the last game of the night. So if it starts at 7 Eastern, we'll get it up at, or I guess 7:20 is really when it comes on. So we'll get the video up and going at 7, because usually they last about 15 minutes, 15 to 20 minutes. So that'll be just enough time to get in there, get the video done, jump back in for some football.
That's what she said.
All right, well, I'm not getting any stutters or hesitations, which is good. Means the fuel pump is working correctly. Fuel is getting into the system and properly exploding explosive dinosaurs, which is great. Looks like everything's working out. It's funny because the 3 things that you need to make any sort of internal combustion engine run, right, are air, fuel, and spark. With this motorcycle, we have lost one of those things, at least one of those things, at one time. So we lost air with water going into the system, and it's not allowing the air to get in, as well as the water mixing with the fuel and the oil. We've had spark with the spark plugs not gapped correctly, so they are not sparking. And we've had fuel, which is the fuel pump was dumping fuel out, and therefore no fuel was getting in, and therefore no explosions. But it seems like now, maybe, just maybe, we might be close to the end of this predicament. Oh look, it's Parker. Say hi. All right. No fuel. Whoopsies. Everything seems to be running really, really well now. That's great. All right, let's see how much gas I gotta put in this beast. See how much I lost. All right, well, after coming to another gas station, because the one we went to was absolute trash, looks like I got 2.181 gallons is what I lost. I had just filled this up. It was 3.5 gallons, and I have 3.6 miles on that tank. I guess it's 1.7 miles to the gallon, something like that, which is not great. But went all the way down there. Nothing is leaking out up here. There's no fuel anywhere. So I think we're good. So now I'm gonna go meet Parker up at the bar. But while I go do that, I just want to go ahead and say thank you to everybody for joining me today. If you like this kind of content, please like, comment, don't forget to subscribe. I don't know who at YouTube lost their job or it got traded off to somebody else or what, but I had probably 2 subscribers in 3 weeks, which is pretty crazy for me. I usually hover around like the 40-50 range per month, and I only had 2. And then all of a sudden on that last video, I had a whole bunch come up. I had probably 40 subscribers pop up off of one video, and it does all accredit it to that one video, but I went back and I looked at the subscription list, and only 2 of them were from September. So that doesn't make any sense. Obviously, it just hadn't been counting them or something like that, and then all of a sudden they just got added to the account. So little did I know, we are less than 25 away from that big number 4,000 right there. Less than 25. So if you want to see the giveaway that I'm doing for my 5,000 subscriber giveaway, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Less than 25 of you who are watching this video right now need to subscribe. That's not a lot. And if you do that, I get to announce my giveaway, which I've had sitting there, and I'm just waiting to announce it. And I'm so excited about it. So please do me a favor, subscribe to the video. Thank you so much to this week's Patreon member of the week, Parker the Coyote, who I'm going to meet right now. The coolest girl in the world, and we're gonna go have some birthday shenanigan fun. Please go give her a follow if you can. If you'd like to be eligible for Patreon member of the week, go ahead and click that first link on down below. It's gonna be my Patreon link. You can sign up, it takes $1, join the Discord, hang out with us, talk about all the things that we're talking about and doing and saying, and we're just having fun in there, man. And also you get eligible for Patreon member of the week. So check it out. Glad to have the Bolt back on the road. It is ready to go, I think. I don't see any problems in the foreseeable future, but who actually knows what's going to happen with this thing. I will be taking it on some sort of trip pretty soon. Hopefully, I'm going to, ride it around over the next couple of weeks and try to get things figured out with it. Dude, I want to take this to Tail of the Dragon. If you didn't know, I tried to do Tail of the Dragon last April. Not last April, the April before that. And I was with Mike Branch, aka Uncle Bogator, and Josh, aka Shade Tree Surgeon. We were coming back from Eureka Springs, made it to Franklin, Tennessee, but didn't quite make it to the Tail of the Dragon. I am owed a Tail of the Dragon run, and it's not too far from me. This baby could do it right here, as long as it's running right, as long as we're good to go, may just do that. If y'all are headed to the Georgia Grundle Run next weekend, be sure to hit me up, because I will be there with a bunch of really cool people. Mr. Jared Weems, I believe Jack Barstow is going to be there. I got a lot of people who are going to be there. It's going to be really, really fun. Hit me up. Let's hang out. Let's drink a beer. I haven't been there before, so I'm really excited about it. Maybe I'll take this. It's only 4 hours away from me, so we'll see how this goes this week. I don't know, man. We'll see. In the meantime, thanks for hanging out, and we'll see you later.
Happy birthday, Parker.